Episode 6 is just 2 days away, and we're about to be in for a roller coaster ride for the last half of the season. Is Brayden ready to enter the game with Kane? What's Kane and Lorenzo's conversation about? And I'm talking all about Monet, Drew and Diana, so welcome back to MovieBot. Let's talk episode 6 predictions.
Y'all in the game, right? Let's see y'all play.
That dude Kane is crazy.
Nobody move!
This ain't no negotiation. Do we have an understanding?
Guys, we are almost there, 2 days away, and we'll finally have power back on our TV screens on Sundays. And it's been a big miss. It's what I look forward to on Sundays as well as the football. But we are there, and so far I've broken down the mid-season trailer. I've broken down the small clips and teasers that they've been releasing on Instagram for the last half of the season as well as episode 6. But I'm diving deep into what to expect just for episode 6 and what my predictions are. But if you're new to the channel and you want to see everything from my episode review and recaps to the storyline breakdowns as well as Power Universe news, then remember to smash the subscribe button. But let's get into episode 6 and what to expect and predictions, because I think this is going to be the episode where we see a lot of Brayden, and I'm going to kick things off with what we could see from Brayden based on the trailers and the clues that they've given. And I think this will be the episode where Brayden will really play a big part. Up until now, we've seen him play a bit part, and I've been wanting to see more of him. I want to see him in the middle of the action, but of course, they needed to build up storylines. They needed to bring in new characters like Kane and Monet's team up with Tariq before Brayden played a more of a role. But the foundation has now been set in the first half of the season, with Tariq and Monet now working together, which has brought Brayden into the fold. And now I think what we saw in the mid-season trailer is what we'll actually see play out in episode 6 and develop throughout episode 6, with Brayden and Kane's team up. This could actually be the start of the character development that we've all been talking about for Brayden. And I actually got a crazy comment in the comment section a while ago with someone saying that they think Monet is killing Brayden in the mid-season trailer, and I'm thinking, no way is this happening, absolutely not. There's so much more to see from Brayden's character. We need to see the team up with Kane, we need to see his first kill if that happens this season, and I think you'll definitely see his character become more darker, especially when he starts rolling with Kane. Tariq is teaching Brayden the smart side of the game, the selling, but Brayden hasn't been introduced to the streets, and this is where Kane will come in. And they've already foreshadowed Kane coming down to Stansfield, and we heard Brayden saying, that dude Kane is crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a kill in episode 6. It most probably will be with a meaningless character, but it may actually be Kane doing it in front of Brayden, and I want to see Brayden's reaction if this happens. I'm sure we'll see the aftermath to Trace stealing Tariq and Brayden's stash of pills from their room, and maybe we'll see the scene here which looks like Brayden in the back. And this is probably the most favourite thing that I'm looking forward to seeing in episode 6, which is Brayden's character developing, him seeing the other side of the game, and especially his team up with Kane. And actually wonder how Tariq will react to this, because I think Brayden, he may find that side of the world a little crazy, but I think he's going to enjoy it. I think he's going to get the thrill. I think he just needs his first kill before he turns into a real monster. Ironically, episode 9's title, and the scene where Kane is saying, we have queens on lock, what do we need him for? I think he's actually referring to Tariq, because I think he's a little jealous of Tariq and Monet and the way Monet is treating him, because she's probably told him to go and grab Tariq to help him handle some shit, and because Tariq may be too busy with the case with Tasha and everything, this is why I think Kane could grab Brayden and tell him that because Tariq isn't home, he's got to come with him. And this is why I think Monet could be saying, what were you thinking, because something could have gone wrong, Kane must have done some dumb shit and defied Monet's orders. That's how I'm seeing it go down anyway. But while we're on this topic of Kane, let's talk about this image, because this image was released just a day or two ago, and it's an image of episode 6, so we're definitely going to see Kane going to see Lorenzo because he's wearing the same clothes as the other short teaser we got. And this picture is interesting because it could mean so many different things. I wonder what their conversation is actually about, because we've seen Lorenzo and Monet treat Kane a little different to Drew and Diana. So I'm intrigued to see how Lorenzo is with Kane, his attitude towards him, and what they're actually talking about, because Lorenzo, he looks like he's telling him to do something, giving him some sort of order. So could he actually be telling him to defy Monet's orders or go and pop Ramirez, because we've already seen them hint at Lorenzo not being happy with the way Monet is running things on the outside. So Lorenzo could definitely be giving some sort of orders, it's just a matter of what kind of orders. And let's not forget, Monet may be running things on the outside, but the ultimate boss is the man inside, behind bars. He's still running shit, and that's Lorenzo. So let's see what happens with Kane and Lorenzo in episode 6. I'm intrigued to see what this conversation is about. And let's stay on this topic of the Tariq family, because we also see this teaser, which was the short episode 6 teaser, which was released a few days ago, which I broke down in this video. So I'll link it down below in the description and in the comment section. But we'll firstly see Monet telling Drew and Diana that they've got to come to the bar with her. We heard Diana mention Owl, and well, this is what they're going to do. Monet's going to be putting them in line by making them do some hard labor. No phones, because Monet's had enough of them. She said they're spoiled, and her and Lorenzo have been busting their asses off to put them in a good situation. But are Drew and Diana really in a good situation? Because they don't want to be in the game. Diana wants to go college, she wants to play ball like Zeke, and Drew wants to do art. I think we could well see the start of a rebellion against Monet's ways, because I don't think this here will work. I think it's going to take a lot more than this to put Drew and Diana in line. And now just notice the clothes that Diana is wearing in this image, and look at the clothes that she's wearing when she goes and visits Tariq at Stansfield. So it's the same episode, the same day. And now let's move on and talk about Tariq, Lauren and Diana, because I mentioned it before, I don't think Diana will actually be walking in on Tariq and Lauren getting it on. I actually think Diana will be coming knocking on Tariq's room while he's playing chess or whatever with Riley. I think they've just used clever tactics of manipulating the trailers to actually make it look like Diana will be interrupting Tariq and Lauren. And will Tariq be questioning Diana about the missing gun? Does he know that it was her that stole it? I don't think he does, but he better realize it's missing in this episode. I really do hope they address this in episode 6, because if they don't, then I think it's just lazy writing, considering they're making Tariq to be this smart kid. He's been making smart plays in the whole of the first half of the season, and I think it would just be a bit of a lazy writing if they completely miss this out, regardless of Tariq now having a new piece, which was Kane's. So this is something I hope they address in episode 6. We're also going to see Spygate, the fallout from Tariq catching Riley in their room, but I don't actually think he'll catch her spying. I think he'll start to get more and more suspicious of her, but I don't think he'll find out that she's Saxe's niece or anything. I think it's too early for this, because we'll see Riley telling Saxe that Brayden isn't involved in any of this. She's protecting Brayden, so I think Riley will actually get in deeper and maybe find out some information that will eventually put her in danger before anything happens. So I definitely think we'll see this play out in the next few episodes, but the storyline involving Riley, I expect that to fully get into motion in episode 6. I think he'll definitely get going now. And there's also Tasha's case with Saxe. Will we see the betrayal in this episode? There's a major twist coming in this story, and I think it's going to cause some havoc for either Tasha or Saxe. And I've got my money on Davis McLean having something up his sleeve, because he knows that Saxe is a sleazeball and he can't be trusted. So I'm sure Davis McLean has a plan B. He's not undefeated for nothing, and although I think he would give up Tariq to win for his client anyway, I think he's genuinely serious about this. But that would also mean that he's giving up the rest of the 500k that Tariq owes him, 450 or 400k, whatever's still left to owe him. But I think what will push McLean to working with Tariq and Tasha is Saxe's dirty sleazeball moves. I think Saxe will play a dirty move which will force McLean's hand, and there is definitely a twist on the way, that's for sure. But let me know what you guys think about episode 6. What do you think we'll see? What are your predictions for Brayden and Kane's team up? Drew and Diana being ordered by Monet to do the dirty work, and Riley spying on Tariq? Drop me all your comments, predictions and theories, and I'll be back early on Sunday with my review and recap as usual. I'm excited. We're pretty much there, so if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button, and remember to have the notification bell turned on so you get my videos first thing. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.